Well, right now, some startling revelations on Benghazi. At a Capitol Hill hearing today, the military intelligence director at the time of the consulate attack saying that the U.S., quote, should have tried to help U.S. personnel under fire at the consulate. He also said U.S. security forces knew that Benghazi was a terror attack and not a spontaneous mob reacting to a video critical of Islam. Listen.
Did the military have any evidence supporting the video narrative?
No, sir, there was none.
One of the fundamental mistakes the Obama administration is making is they act as though taking action is something that sets in motion all sorts of consequences, but that taking no action means we have no moral responsibility for any consequences.
Chris Wallace is anchor of Fox News Sunday. Chris, one of the most interesting things I have heard coming out of today's testimony is that Brigadier General Lovell said nobody from the Accountability Review Board, the folks at the State Department who were supposed to have investigated what went wrong in Benghazi, nobody spoke to him.
Yeah, that was very interesting. Obviously, there are a lot of people that the Accountability Review Board didn't speak to, including Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who one would think if you were reviewing what the State Department did, you'd want to talk to the top person. But I want to go back to the clip you already ran, which was that they absolutely did not think this was a protest as early as 3:15 in the morning of September 12th. This goes along with the fact that the station chief, the CIA station chief in Libya, was telling the CIA headquarters that it was a terror attack. It wasn't a spontaneous protest. Just adds to the question as to why the CIA top officials, in this case Deputy Director Morell, would be writing a talking point that said that it was a spontaneous protest, because you had the military officials, you had the CIA officials, and they're all saying this was an attack, it was not a protest.
Clearly the Obama administration and maybe the Hillary Clinton campaign, if there is such a thing, would like this story to go away. Jay Carney's exasperation every time a question about Benghazi comes up, it shows, and he tries to suggest that this has all been dealt with, that it's all old news. Why is the story not going away?
Well, because among other things, there continue to be new facts, and also some of the old questions don't get answered. But a scandal like this can only continue if there are new facts. And there's real significance, and I got it right here, to the Ben Rhodes talking points, and that's what they were, that he wrote on September 14th for a prep session that was going to take place the next day, Saturday the 15th, before Susan Rice came on Fox News Sunday and other shows on the 16th. These are talking points, and there's no question about it. He refers 5 times, either directly or by an allusion, to the video that he believes sparked the protests in a number of these places. He also asks a specific question about Benghazi in the talking points, giving both the question and then how Susan Rice should answer it. So, you know, Jay Carney can talk until he's blue in the face about that these were talking points about the general situation of protests across the Middle East. It wasn't about Benghazi. It clearly was about Benghazi, and the best proof of that is the fact that when Susan Rice spoke to me on Fox News Sunday, that Sunday, the 16th of September, she talked about the video. That was nowhere in the CIA talking points. The only place it was in Ben Rhodes' talking points. One other point, if I can quickly make on this, John, and that is the fact that throughout the fall of 2012, during the presidential campaign, Jay Carney was repeatedly asked whether the White House had given talking points to Susan Rice. He said, absolutely not. The talking points were completely drafted by the intelligence community. He said the only editorial input that the White House had was that they changed the word consulate to diplomatic outpost. I think that was a diplomatic facility. That was the only editorial comment they made. It now turns out that there were several pages of talking points from Ben Rhodes, one of the top advisors in the National Security Council, inside the White House. That's why this is so important. This is the first hard evidence that puts this whole case and the whole spin that Susan Rice was giving inside the White House.
And more on this on Fox News Sunday?
Absolutely. We'll be talking to Kelly Ayotte, senator from New Hampshire, one of the people leading the charge for a special investigation. We'll also talk to Democrat Adam Schiff of the House Intelligence Committee. Much more on this on Fox News Sunday.
There are many answers that still have to be gleaned here, it seems. Chris Wallace, thank you.
Thank you, John.